We are back. You're watching Alternative Appetites, a special presentation of the National Foundation for Celiac Awareness and Renegade Kitchen. Today, we have a special guest in the kitchen, Dr. Lucy Gibney of Dr. Lucy's Cookies. I said this earlier, it's not every day I get a doctor in the kitchen, but I wasn't joking. Dr. Lucy is in fact a doctor and a baker. Doc, what kind of doc are you?
Emergency medicine.
So when you're having a cookie emergency, this is the woman you want to call. Was it difficult to jump from the medical profession into the baking world?
Not exactly. In both roles, as a physician and as a food manufacturer, I take very seriously people and their health issues.
There you go. That's all you need to hear. The doc is going to show us a quick and easy dinner to make. Now, Doc, I heard from a little bird that you once made this. You were driving home at 6 o'clock and you had to have dinner on the table at 7, and this is what you made?
Oh, yeah.
Show me how easy it is. We're making some pan-fried chicken very quickly. She's got some chicken cutlets over there, right?
We have chicken cutlets, we have soy milk, you can use dairy milk, rice milk, whichever you choose. And this is flouring, which is just a lump of flour, a blend like we talked about before. And I just want to say that it's not measured, and I'm going to add spices unmeasured. It's a quick and easy thing to do. I use paprika and cayenne and a little bit of garlic powder. You can use whatever makes sense to you. Then add a little bit of salt, ground black pepper, and then stir it around with a fork and you're ready to go.
So walk me through this. After we've got the flour blended, what happens?
Okay, I cut the chicken in strips if I'm using chicken or fish, and then dip it in the milk. You can do it quickly, just for a moment, or even if you want to prepare ahead and stick it back in the refrigerator while in the milk, that's fine too. Then dredge fairly quickly so you don't get gummy, and then onto a hot skillet.
Oh, doesn't that just look good? Now let me talk a little bit about this flour mixture we've got. You can, just shake some flour into a cake pan or into a bowl and then flavor it. Season it with some paprika and cayenne and garlic, salt and pepper. That's what we're using tonight. If you want to throw in some Parmesan cheese, some fresh herbs, some minced garlic, this is where you can kind of make the dish unique and change it every night. Throw in some curry powder if you really want to change the flavor. Use curry powder in your flour mixture and coconut milk for soaking your chicken if you want a Thai flavor. Doc, this looks super easy and super delicious. It looks like we're just cooking it a couple of minutes on each side till it's golden brown, and then you can flip it. While the doc's doing that, I am going to get back to action on our cake. We made a beautiful chocolate cake earlier, which, if you look behind me, it's taking a rest. You can't frost a hot cake, am I right, Doc?
That is correct. Yes.
You got to plan ahead. So we have that cake sitting back there. I am going to make the Doc's awesome frosting. We've got 2 cups of a vegetable shortening. Get that right in your mixer. Now before, when we made the cake, I said you could do it by hand or with a mixer. I would not suggest doing this by hand. I have 1 package of a vegan cream cheese and a couple of teaspoons of vanilla extract. Now, just like I was saying with the flour blend, if you want to flavor this differently, use some orange extract, use some mint extract, use some cherry preserves. That's what's going to, bring some new flavor to your frosting. Whip this on high until it is light and frothy. It's only going to take a few seconds. Doc, you actually came up with this recipe for frosting, am I right?
I did.
And do you develop all of the recipes for the kitchen?
Yes.
So tell me more about these cookies. How many flavors do you guys sell?
We have 4 flavors. Chocolate chip is our best seller by just a little bit. We also have oatmeal, cinnamon, and sugar.
And do you have a favorite?
I do. Oatmeal is my favorite. What's your favorite?
My favorite is the cinnamon, mostly because I like snickerdoodles, because I like to say snickerdoodle. Now, if you've been watching, I got about 7 cups of powdered sugar in there and about 1 cup on me. Be very careful. Powdered sugar's a mess. Get it up and don't turn it on high. You want to turn it on low just to stir that powdered sugar in. It's going to take a little bit of time. Doc, tell me more about the cookies. They're certified allergen-free. What does that mean?
Well, they're certified gluten-free, and we very carefully avoid most of the major food allergens, which includes milk, eggs, peanuts, and tree nuts. We very carefully select all of our ingredients to be without those. We test them before we use them, and we operate a dedicated plant. So those allergens are never in the plant and could not be involved in cross contact.
I hope you've been watching just how easy this is to make. First, I wowed you with the cake that we did in about 5 minutes. We whipped that batter together. Now, the doc is getting dinner on the table in under 5 minutes. I am making an amazing frosting. When we come back, you're going to learn all about that facility that Dr. Lucy is making her cookies in, and we're going to find out about the future of Dr. Lucy's cookies. You are watching Alternative Appetites. Stay tuned.